from Brazil. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. When I was a kid, I used to play with boards and chalks, and I used to put my dolls as my students. And when I was 16 or 17 years old, I decided that I wanted to be an English teacher, so I started teaching. I've been a teacher for about 10 or 11 years, and I'm completely happy doing this. Students of all ages. I teach kids, I teach teenagers, and I teach adults. Students in Brazil spend only 4 hours a day at school. So they go to school in the morning or in the afternoon, and adults in general, they go at night for college and some other courses. So I wake up at 5:30 in the morning and I go to school at 7. I finish at noon, and then in the afternoon I start again with kids at 1 p.m. and I finish at 5 or 5:30. At night I always go to the university because I teach in a local college, and I finish at about 10 p.m. Technology for me is such a huge toll in my lessons and classes because I always use computers, I always use apps, I always use games, and I always find them in the internet. Without it, I could not have so nice classes and make my students laugh and have fun as they always do. Games are magic, aren't they? Everybody loves games and they learn a lot through them. So every class I play games with my kids, my teenagers and my adults. The last 15 minutes every class we spend playing games. Memory games, tic-tac-toes, hangman, and they learn much more and they can speak after the games. They can write better after the games, and there are of course a lot of social abilities they can develop through games, like they can concentrate better, they can focus on the activities better, they can socialize with other students. And here there's an example. The happy kids after playing the spelling bee, it was a so nice competition, and they played and they learned, and after that they could spell a lot of different words and believe they were beginners. I always use my tablet and computers in class, and when the students have them too, I want them to bring to class. It's so nice because the internet and the apps, they have so many good things to show us, and we can learn much better through them. So I always show flashcards, I always show pronunciation apps, and they can learn much faster than only with the teacher and the board. When I first read this question, I was scared and frightened because if we imagine education today, it's a challenge for us teachers and for parents either. But if we imagine education in 10 years' time, it will be a huge challenge for us. And I wanted me to be a beloved teacher as I am today. And I know that I will have to study a lot. I will have to get in touch with all technology, and I will have to be each day more near my students to understand what they need, what they want, and what the society and the world want for them. So I believe that technology will be totally involved in classes. We will not be able to live without it in classes. And I don't want to believe in this, but I believe that notebooks and pencils and pens, they will be totally forgotten. But I think that handwriting is important to be kept. And I hope students can write and they can develop a good letter, a beautiful letter. But I believe that it will be totally a technological education system. Maybe I can sum up education in the world by starting by my own country. We are far from being the best country in education. Some years ago we used to be the worst. And this does not make me happy, because I love what I teach, I feel what I teach, and I pass to my students this passion. And I always tell them in every single minute of my classes that this is the only machine that can change the world. We can be everything if we think about education. By reading, we can be superheroes, we can be princesses, we can be kings. By speaking, we can change people's minds and we can show them better things. So when we know what we are talking about, and this is only possible if we study, we become a better person and we can change people into better people. So I really believe that if I need to choose a word to describe education, as a teacher, I would rather to choose love. I can only think about this word, because if we love, we can do everything. And if we love, we can make everything possible. And I would like government in my country, the governors, to think about education as love. Treat us with the same love as we teach, as we treat our kids and our adults and everybody. Because if they believe that we can change the world by teaching and by educating people, they would put more love into this and everybody would be happier. Kate, I would like to thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really very, very, very happy, and I told all my students about that, and they are so excited. They will be in the video somehow by pictures, and I'm happy because we in Brazil, teachers in Brazil, we don't have a lot of opportunity to show what we do. So I am so thankful, and I hope you like this video. Thank you so much.